let the energy wash over you and through you.
Hello. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hi. Hi. Hey. How are you? Are you good? Welcome everyone. Oh, what I've been doing here, I've got all my... That doesn't look very professional, does it? I'll put you over there. Might pop it over there this time. Still working all of this out. You just can't get the stuff these days. Hi. Hi, Tony. Hello to all my mods who does my intro videos. I had them done from a company called Kong Vector, and they are on Fiverr. They cost a bit more than a Fiverr though, but they are really good. They are really good. I think Tash has had some done by them as well. But yeah, I can't recommend them highly enough. Hi, Super Marco. Hi, Seaweed. Seaweed's a monitor. Seaweed's the milk monitor. Seaweed is a moderator. now on the Amber D channel. So you better behave. Big ass monitor. So yeah, we've got a really, really good show lined up, and it's all music from people who want some help, etc. I can't take any more on today. I mean, I've got a good amount. We've got like 2 hours worth here, but reason being, I've got another assignment tomorrow. So I've done 3 assignments for university over the last few days. I've got a 4th one tomorrow, and then I've got a 5th one due in 5 days' time. So as soon as I've literally got all of this set up today, because the amount of time it takes me to get these shows sorted is like, and doing it as well, it's like 8 hours of my day, 6 to 8 hours of my day to do one show. So I've also had to get my assignment ready for tomorrow. I've got to go in and do a performance tomorrow at uni. So I have done the amount that I can do. And if you've got an email back off me, then you'll on the show tonight. If not, you'll be on next week. So, but I can't knacker myself up by doing a till midnight stream like we did the other week, even though it was fun. It was kind of costing me my relationship a little bit because Guy really needed to eat, but I was having fun. I love listening to your music. But yeah, happy, is it our anniversary? Let me just put on my stream labels because I can't see any of the alerts at the moment. One sec. I'll put my chat bot on as well while I'm here. But yeah, how are you all? Are you all good? Are you all happy? Right, that's over there. One second. I'm just going to do some magic. Meow. Happy anniversary to me and Kelly. Thank you, darling. Yeah, sorry I didn't see that. 5-1. Hello from New Zealand. What was I doing? I was putting on my chat bot. Putting on my chat bot and my stream deck as well. I want my stream deck on because I like making silly noises. Remember though, guys, on this show today, the sound alerts are disabled, so don't waste your points. Don't try and like do cockerel noises or Tracy sound effects because they won't work today. Okay, I know, it's sad, isn't it? But I need to be able to concentrate on your music. So with that said, without further ado, shall I do my shit YouTube intro? Because obviously you can always watch these back on YouTube afterwards. Okay. Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi. 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 2, 1, 2, 3. Hi guys, this is Amber D and you are watching the demo drop where you can get your music heard. If you are an aspiring producer, all you need to do is send your demo into amberdpromo@gmail.com. Make sure you head the email demo drop. Make sure you label any MP3s, WAVs or AV files with the artist and the title name, please. Very, very important. And also SoundCloud links are accepted. So here we go. It is the 11th of May and we're going to start going through your wonderful music. Now the first one we got is by someone called WVKE and it's called Beach. Are you ready? Here we go. what a lovely tune to start us off on. I really like that. A few of you mentioned about the waves. Really sets the scene, doesn't it? Having something like that. Kind of reminds me of Set You Free by Entrance. In the breakdown, it had thunder and lightning. Now, the reason for that back then actually was because then you couldn't hear the clicking and popping of the vinyl in a nightclub. But it always gave it this kind of like feeling of like bigness, if you know what I mean. Hello, DJ Ryan Walker. Thank you very much for your resubscription. Happy anniversary. Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, that got me straight away. I loved that because it gets you in the mood for where the song's going. Very laid back. It had great dynamic to it. I could listen to that on an advert. I could listen to that with the vocal over it. I could probably listen to that as chill out music. It could go in a number of ways, that. Yeah, Kieran, there could be, yeah, rap or a nice top line melody. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Potato, I love potatoes, do. I love them, yeah. You know, that kind of thing. Potatoes. I do love potatoes, though. I really do love them. I really do. I fucking love potatoes. Anyway. Enough about potatoes. Stop talking about potatoes. Love potatoes. Oh yeah, I fucking love potatoes. Put them in the oven, I put them on the grill. Oh yeah, and I can't sit still. I love potatoes. Motherfucking potatoes, that's how it goes. Nobody knows about my potatoes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we could have a top line over that. Definitely. 8-bit Alan James. I realised the tune needed a vocal until Lambert sang over it. Yeah, I love it. It's very difficult to critique something in a style that I'm not that familiar with. However, I know that I like it and I know that it makes musical sense. And I know that this person, WVKE, is definitely someone who we should be keeping an eye on. I'm going to leave their SoundCloud link now so you guys can go and give them. They've only got 43 followers. Okay. Based out of Portland, or WVKE, pronounced Wake, is a producer with experience spanning over 10 years. Wake is focused on bringing something new to the EDM industry with a unique sound incorporating the best of different genres in the EDM umbrella while also bringing his own spin to the genres. Perfect. Right, here's the link, guys. Go and give him a follow. Loved it. And after the show, I'm going to go and have a listen to the other ones as well. So, yeah, brilliant start. Okay, and what have we got next? We have got DJ Digi, who's a regular on my live streams. Any Baby Shark bootlegs tonight? No, but if you want to, a bit later on, I'll let you listen to a piece of music that I had to make for one of my uni assignments the other day, if you want. I guess it's only fair that I should be putting my shit out here as well. It's not amazing, but I did all the synth sounds from scratch and stuff like that, so I'm kind of proud of it. But yeah, I'll play it at the end if you like. Right then, so this is Linkin Park, Forgotten, Digi meets Chicago Hard House. Big title. Right, here we go. Yeah, so it's an interesting one, isn't it? This one. I think what's happened here is what can usually happen when we try and put too many ideas in one track. It's an absolutely normal learning process to go through, but this is a prime example of trying to put too many ideas in. You come out with something that hasn't really got an identity, and I think that's the problem with this track at the moment, is it doesn't really have an identity. It could get one though. I would probably personally start by taking that vocal out. I don't think that vocal works with this kind of music. Yeah, too many ideas is a normal one. It's okay to have too many ideas. You just got to learn how to select the right ones. You know, in this case, this could just mean it's 3 or 2 different projects, meaning this is 2 or 3 different tracks, so separate them. But yeah, I don't think the Linkin Park vocal works in this, but I think that this project could be salvaged and used for something else. I also think that the breakdowns need a lot more effects in there, booms, rises, stuff to bring it all together. Right now there's some kind of side-chained guitar affair going on. Which I think will probably be on the stem for the vocal. I mean, I don't know the original, so I don't know. Let's see what a few of you have said. Ryan Morgan says, if it were me, I'd process the party sample more, i.e. EQ it to bring certain elements out and possibly run it through something like an overdrive plug-in to grit it up a bit. Well, Ryan, I didn't know that you were from the southwest. Wow. You learn something new every day. And then mix it on his tractor. Yeah, I agree. I think you're right. If we're being serious, it's yeah, an overdrive or some saturation would work. The kick's great. The kick's really good. But I mean, the last 2 tracks that I've had off Digi have been bounce tracks. So I honestly think this is one of those experimental things of finding your sound. Yeah, the Linkin Park, it wasn't bringing anything in, I didn't think, really. But I think that the rest of it's salvageable. So that's my thoughts. So yeah, thank you, Digi, for sending that one in. But yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult because unless he's here. Yeah, Hartshorn, make sure you submit, please, a tune for next time. Yeah, we've just played it. Raging Vegan, is that you? Are you awake? Are you awake? We've just played your song. And we all agreed that it was really, 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 really good. We really liked it. Yay! Let's give you a shout out. I've already told everyone to go and get themselves on your SoundCloud as well. There he is. There he is. Oh, you look nice. You look like you know what you're doing. We don't. Can you help? None of us know what we're doing, really. That's not a philosophical thing. I'm just being honest. But yeah, we really liked it, mate. We really did. I thought it was great. I really did. But yeah, if you listen back to the show afterwards, yours is the first one. But yeah, we went and listened to we listened to that one, and then we went on your SoundCloud and we read all your backstory. You've been doing it for about 10 years and stuff, and yeah, I think you got a great sound, mate. You really have. So yeah, the next one we've got then. Well done to DJ Digi for that one. Next we have. We got now then? We've got Medicine Man, and this is LSD Experience.
There are currently over 50 research projects in progress under the auspices of the Food and Drug Administration and the National Institute of Mental Health, all part of our continuing search to discover more about the hallucinogens. The questions remain. The mind-bending drugs seem to offer so much, but what do they really deliver?
What it has to offer, that's a difficult question, because what we've seen here have been some things that I don't think most kids thought they were getting when they took the drug. We've seen some kids.
I don't usually see something that's actually a real thing that I could describe as, one time I saw a lot of just all these faces appeared in front of me, and they were children's faces and oriental faces and old faces and all kinds of different faces and things. And one time I looked in the mirror and I saw just my face just went through all these changes of different emotions and ages, and I could feel all of the things that I saw.
Psilocybin, extracted from a variety of Mexican research. DMT, synthesized from the compound tryptamine. so much, but what do they really deliver? And because we do not know enough, the United States government controls the manufacture and use of this drug in the interest of all the people. Like all the new drugs, the government feels that a reasonable degree of controlled scientific investigation must provide the answers. Chemical taken from a peyote cactus. Psilocybin, extracted from a variety of Mexican mushroom. DMT, synthesized from the compound tryptamine. And of course, LSD-25, a derivative of lysergic acid, and currently the best known of the hallucinogens. In the very beginning of unrecorded time, men have reached for substances in the world around them that will alter, extend, and materially change their perception of reality. The mind-bending drugs seem to offer so much, but what do they really deliver? And if so, why?
It's a simple matter from our point of view that you can't let them bring it out.
Yeah, I really like that. I'm having to cut it short, obviously, because we have to work to a schedule. But wow, like in that breakdown as well, when I close my eyes, I definitely would enjoy listening to that in a certain frame of mind, should we say. Yeah, very clean drums. You need to with psytrance. And the thing is with psytrance, there's not a lot to hide behind. So you have to choose your sounds well and you have to process them very well. It's different to, say, house and techno to a degree, and hard house and hard trance, and some elements of trance. But mind you, normal trance is quite difficult because we use loops and stuff, so we can kind of get a fuller sound quite quickly. Whereas with these kind of genres, this is more the standard that you have to be for good drum and bass or good breaks. So like I said, there's not anything to hide behind. So I thought the choice of the sounds were great for this style. They obviously like psytrance a lot. Yeah, I was impressed with it. I was impressed. M Series says very clean drums. Alan says the high end is lovely and clean. It's a bit hard to hear the vocal. Yeah, that was maybe it was deliberate, but I think it would piss me off a bit if I was listening to it. I'd want to hear, in a certain frame of mind, I'd want to hear what it was saying. So yeah, track spacer, just a simple EQ on the between 1000 and 2000 hertz usually would do the trick, and then just top and tailing it using auto gain, it would probably bring it out a lot more. What female vocals? Where are the females?
Hallucinogens.
Real thing that I could describe as,
Oh, I like that bit.
I don't usually see something that's an actual real thing.
That is what happens in your brain, apparently. I don't know, because I've never taken any hallucinogenic things, obviously. I've heard that you get these kind of inner monologues.
Most kids thought they were gay when they took the drug. We've seen some kids.
I don't usually see something that's an actual real thing that I could describe as, you know.
That's very, very much like what it's like, apparently. Not that I know. I thought that was a very good representation of what it could be like if you'd taken hallucinogenics. So yeah, very clever. Hello, Decian Music. How are you doing, darling? Is it Decion or Decion? I can never remember because I remember I got it wrong last time. Takes away from the drop. Yeah, you might be right, actually. So it could be better off being in a breakdown a little bit later on. Yeah, agreed. So there you go. That was Medicine Man. Okay, the next one is Griff. And this is, I think we've had 2 of these in. This was a remix for a Gary O'Connor remix. And yeah, he just wanted some advice on it because it didn't win. Excuse me. It didn't win the competition, but he wants to know what is, what it is about it that, could possibly be improved. I'm guessing because Gary probably couldn't give it, feedback to every single person that has entered his competition. So here we go. Decion. Thank you. I'll remember that from now on. Thank you. I'm glad you're here, mate. It's good to see you. Okay, so here we go. This is Gary O'Connor, Go With The Flow, Griff's Can't Beat The System remix. There we go. That was Gary O'Connor, Go With The Flow, Griff's Go With The Flow, or Can't Beat The System remix there. Yeah, I think there was some really helpful advice on how to get this nearly there track, or like even if like the thing is about this tune or this project that Griff has done, I don't know if Griff's in here, that is the sign of somebody who is on the cusp of starting to make decent music. I can tell by that because things are down on this, arrangements down, sounds, yeah, you could use maybe better sounds. That's going to improve from the advice and feedback from here. There's use of automation, which shows an understanding of using the software, using their DAW, which is one thing I think could have been done a bit more, is a little bit more high-pass filtering in and out, especially with this, this little lead thing, whatever it is. Hi Griff, first thing I've ever produced. What? Shut up. Shut up. Get out of town. Really? Fuck. Hell, I wish my track sounded like that when I first started. Jesus. I'm very excited for you. Used YouTube tutorials to do it. What? I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed and I'm so proud of you, Griff. So yeah, like we were saying, shut the front door, exactly. Yeah, no one would ever hear them. Well, they might hear them, but only in a funny context. But yeah, well, what I'm saying will make sense to you then. This is going to be one of those projects which is going to allow you to tick boxes off now. So for me, one of the things that was standing out really was your bass root note. Yeah, your root note is not, well, it's not on the root, and it's not in the right key in terms of what the da 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 da. So that's da 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 da, and your other one is da 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 da. So it's in the same key as it's in this, as in it is in the same scale, but you want to take that from a to a. So da, 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 da. So it's down 3 semitones from in that scale, because at the moment you're on the harmonic of your root note. That is just music theory though. That's something that you will learn in time. I think it would be really good for you to now get on YouTube and learn a little bit about music theory. Kieran disagrees. I think that works well together. It just needs EQing a bit better so it doesn't stand out as much. There you go. That could be also true as well. Sometimes working on the harmonic allows for more of the frequency space to be used by other sounds, because it's not going to be fighting. If everything's on the root note, everything's going to be competing for that frequency space. So yeah, you could be right. But yeah, Super Marco seems to agree with me. Do you know all it's about, right? Is trying. Just try it and see. You can always go back again. Like none of us know until you do it. None of us know. Every single project will have certain nuances to it and behave in a certain way. Yes, some filth producers deliberately use dissonant bass lines to add grot. Very well put, Matt Baggy. Yes. Drake's on about. Oh, for music theory stuff, is it? Oh, you have a full tutorial on your YouTube channel. I didn't know you were doing that. Get out of town. Mate, send me a Facebook message now and I will link everyone in the chat for that now. That's amazing. Thank you for being so helpful for everyone as well. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And guys, you can really trust what Drake says because he's really, really good producer, Dean is. He's lovely. So yeah, thank you. I think that'd be really helpful for people. I mean, it always is, you know, listening to other people's work and seeing how they do things is always helpful. Okay, next we have got AWOL, and this is Remember. Yeah, I quite like that one. I love that style of, I guess you'd call it tech house these days. We're not going to get bogged down in genre speak because what's the fucking point? I liked it. I'd be happy if I made something like that. But yeah, I like it. I think it's good. Who is AWOL? Is it anyone that we know? Not sure if they're in the chat at the moment. I'm sure they'll watch it back. The vocal wasn't very clear. It says all vocals of royalty-free Splice. So he's got this from Splice. So I think that could be changed a little bit. Do you know what? I can't be asked today, the King of Darkness. I really can't. I'm just giving you a ban. Fuck off. Honestly, I can't be asked with it today. Like usual. Oh, what a wonderful question. Oh, I can't be fucking bothered. I'm getting bored with it now. Where was I? Yeah, AWOL. I think that the vocal needed a little bit more work on it. It really did. Just in terms of VQ, that was all. I think it fitted the track really well. Really well. It sounded good in my headphones. I'm sure it would sound really good on my speakers as well. Yeah, I really liked it. And I think you should be very proud of yourself. And I'm going to listen to more of your stuff as well. Did I put the link for your SoundCloud in the chat? I'm just going to do it again. I think I did. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you scroll back through this anyway, whenever you have a tune featured on here, this is why I have the chat here a little bit, just so you can see what everyone else has said as well. You know, I don't know at the end of the day. I'm not always the best source of feedback. It's very, very good practice to get feedback from a lot of different people, always. So, yeah, moving on. But yeah, I did like it. I really liked it. It had a great summery feel to it. I could vibe off that in Ibiza. I could vibe off that anywhere. On the bus. On the bus. Okay, next we've got 5-1, and this is Lust for Dust. really like that. I really do like that. And again, I'm sorry I'm cutting it short. It's just that we've got a lot of them to get through. It layered beautifully. Counter melodies, the vocal, the bass. What have we got at the beginning? Yeah, those gritty leads. And then that. Yeah, everything works really well. And this bit. Oh! Maybe make a little bit more out of this with a trauma string or something leading up to that, but it didn't lose power. It certainly didn't lose power, but it could have got a bit more power as it dropped again. But what do you call that drum roll? Is it? Yeah, it's a very, very, very fast drum roll. So what you do is, yeah, it's used his kick from his main kick as well. You just shorten it, really, really, really shorten it. Like going to 1/64s, I think it is, or 1/32s, and just do it at certain intervals. You could even get like plugins that will do that for you. But yeah, it's yeah, he's made that himself. Definitely, he wouldn't have just like stuck one from a MIDI pattern or something. And I liked how it mirrored with the. So it kind of mirrored the pattern of the question and answer of that. Just adds that extra bit of drama. You know, that kind of thing. What do you think you're fucking doing? Don't you fucking speak to me like that? What a fucking... That's music. Next. Yeah, I really like that one. I really did. Everything went really, really well in that. I'm glad you like my depiction of question and answer. There you go. You're learning. We is learnings. Next we have got Philbin Salvation Army. Where are we? Files.
Days are gone and the night grows cold. I know that's when you always find the truth. Cause it's hard to know what you're looking for when your eyes can recognize what's good. It's a reflection of the mind. Wasting time when you're searching for the one you know you are. Lost inside a senseless paradigm. Understand your hearts go hard to seek attention. Eyes go blind to feel temptation. Everybody needs salvation and love. Salvation and love. Salvation. Hearts go hard to seek attention. Eyes go blind to feel temptation. Everybody needs salvation and love. Salvation and love. Salvation and love. Salvation and love.
So there we go. That is Phil Bin, Salvation Army. I can't remember where he said the original was from, but it's quite a big tune. Charts tune, which is probably why I've never heard of it. It needs some work doing, Phil Bin. It definitely needs some work doing, but there are some good elements to it. There is a whistly sound. Now, I have a feeling that if that was ever played on a big sound system, it's going to be really hard to take that noise. Yeah, that hurts my ears. The resonant frequencies on that hurt my ears. So that needs to be, and I don't know if it's in key. Well, I know it's not, but I don't know if it matters or not because it's on the harmonic. It just seems a little bit too piercing. It needs some nice higher synth offbeat stabs. Yes! Swap out that. Swap out that for a nice, like Kieran said there, a nice synth offbeat stabs. That would be perfect. Breakdown is lush. Yeah, Timber agrees.
'Cause it's hard to know
Breakdown's
what
great.
you're looking for. The one you're for. Salvation and love. Everybody needs salvation.
That kind of like tube.
Hard to seek attention. Everybody.
What's that hollow sound? That dun 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 dun.
Everybody needs.
It's like a bassy sound, but quite mid-bass, top
Eyes
bass.
go blind to feel.
Quite like that sound. I don't know how to describe it. D-tubed square. There you go.
Salvation and love. Salvation and love. Salvation and love.
I quite like it like that. I think that makes it sounds quite good. It's an FM donk bit stretched.
Temptation.
It is, isn't it? Yes, it is. It is. It's just a bit longer, isn't it? It's probably got a longer release. But I like that. That's a very good way of using an FM donk sound. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I think it just needs a little bit of work, darling. That's all. Yeah. Good work. Well done. I'm going to give you a round of applause there. Yeah, Donk Machine for the win. Somebody blowing in a bottle. It does sound a little bit like that. That's because it's detubed. There you go. It's a hollow sound. That's what I like about it. It's because it's texturized. I like sounds like that. They keep the interest of the listener. Okay, next we have got JLF, Take It Back.
Don't get back. So much in love, baby. Ooh, yeah. Let us retract on the pain we caused each other so long. Yeah. Let's take it back. Let's take it back. Let's take it back.
I really like that. Yeah, it was a nice acid in there. Really good use of sounds. Great use of that vocal. I'm a bit biased because I really love the M series use of that vocal. And yeah, there was a bit of timing issues with that vocal in the middle section. Kryptonite says tonally excellent. There you go. Yeah, it has got a lot of promise. Definitely. I'd say bank that one, move on to the next one. Sometimes we can get a bit stuck when we spend too long on a project that we're trying to get right. Sometimes there's no getting right about it. It's just about drawing a line under it, finishing it, not releasing, but letting people like listen to it in this context, for example, and moving on to the next track. So what do you think about the bass? Let's have another listen. Bass is the hardest thing, isn't it? It really is. I like it. Maybe you could add a bit of modulation to it to give it a little bit of texture and shape and a bit of wobble. Yeah. If it had enough, yeah, but that's always a thing, isn't it? JLF, I completely understand. Shut up, seaweed. You don't know. Yeah, I think it sounds really good, darling. I really do. I think you, like I say, cross this one off, move on to the next one. Learning what you have within this. So yeah, well done, darling. You getting a round of applause? Yeah! Woo! Right, next we've got Joey T. I finally see, and this is the Reach for the Lasers mix.
This one here, let's chat to this one, y'all. Let's forget about the back to this one here, let's chat to this one, y'all. Let's forget about the back to this one here, let's chat to this one, y'all. Let's forget about the back to this one here, let's chat to this one, y'all. Let's forget about the back to this one here, let's chat to this one, y'all. Let's forget about the back to this one here, let's chat to this one, y'all. Let's forget about the back to this one here, let's chat to this one, y'all. Let's forget about the back to this one here, let's chat to this one, y'all. Let's forget about the back to this one. Yeah, let's chat to this one, y'all. finally see another one bites the dust. I finally see another one bites the dust. Finally see another one bites the dust. I finally see another one bites the dust. I finally see another one bites the dust.
Yeah, that's Joey T. I finally see Reach for the Lasers mix. I think there was a lot of good feedback in the chat there. Before I forget to mention it, a nice long release electronic ride cymbal would really set it off at times. Absolutely, mate. I can't agree with you enough there. Kid Dynamo says 80s Jack in the House, Steve Silk Hurley vibes. Yep, this is it. If you put yourselves out of the mindset of today's music and think about this as being a timeless piece of music, you can kind of forgive it for not being upfront and loud and all of those things that we expect to hear, because that's exactly what I thought straight away. I was like, oh, that kick's not very prominent or punchy. But for the style of music, where it's not about the kick and bass in this kind of music, it's more about the groove and about the vocals and all of the other elements. And it was always mixed down differently, you know, of the era of this kind of stuff. So, I feel in that case it's done. I feel like it's a good tune. I'd like to listen to that. I could listen to that around the pool. Kryptonite, why are you running around changing all your amps and relays and mixer boards? You're making it really complicated for yourself, babes. You know, at the end of the day, it's actually better for you to listen to music on the same setup because it gives you a reference point. And then you can listen to it like in the car, for example, or on your phone. If this is, you know, if it's your own music, obviously. But if you're listening to stuff on loads of different setups with different headphones and different amps and stuff, you'll never know where you're at. So, yeah, it's a bit overkill though. I personally would think, Kryptonite. I think you're busying yourself in stuff that probably isn't really helpful for musicality and listenability. So they all go through the same ears at the end of the day. It's all going through the same ears and the same brain. So, but yeah, you do you. If you enjoy doing it, then just do it. But yeah, I have different headphones, to be fair. I do have different headphones. I don't have different amps or different switchboards, but I have different headphones for listening and for creating music. But for the duration of doing this, I'll take them off and then listen with my Mackies, which are my studio monitors, and then put these back on again. And that's all you need. Yeah, I could tell that you were a very hands-on sound engineer-y type, definitely. But for the basis of, I mean, that would make more sense if we were listening to bands probably and more acoustic music and things like that. But you know, that you don't need to worry about all that. If you want to talk about that, then we can always talk about it. But you know, it's probably not going to be helpful in listening in this environment. And of course, remember, you're listening through encoders and Twitch. And all of those are the things which you have to take into consideration, which all affects the sound. So there. But yeah, it's all interesting, isn't it? It's very in-depth music and music production and music creation. It really is. But it's a lifetime of learning. It's a lifetime of exploring, and that's the greatest thing about it. It really is. Okay, next we have got Mark Ross, who probably features near enough every single week at the moment, This is Matt Darey, Liberation, Mark Ross remix. Are you ready for this? Here we go. Yeah. I like that. So that's Matt Darey, Liberation, Mark Ross remix. It did do the original justice. It's kind of brought it a little bit up to date. It's a bit harder. I could see myself playing that in one of my trance sets. Kick and bass is good. Yep. Electronate, I don't think yours is on today, darling. I've had to cap it at a certain number. If you didn't hear from me through email, then it's not today. It'll be for next week. Feel the vocals need to be a bit louder. Yes, they could be a little bit louder. But yeah, when all's said and done, I think that's a great remix. Yeah, the sounds that he chose were really good as well. So yeah. Kai needs a pot noodle before bed. Stop it. Oh. I need to go shopping after I'm done here. I need to get to Tesco's. We've got nothing in the house. And yeah, tomorrow morning I have another assignment. We'll have to be I'm in uni tomorrow, and I have an assignment to do. So, but yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more. We've got next one. We've got is Jodie V. Now, Jodie V, I met in Ibiza when we were both doing a retreat with a music retreat in a luxury villa. And I was learning alongside him. We had Steve Mack from Rhythm Masters, who's my mentor. Satek, who's a very well-known techno producer and live performer. Kevin Smith, who's a really good masterer. Bosky! Lads. Thank you, Bosky, for the raid. Hello, everybody. Satek is his name. And yeah, I met him there, and he's a wonderful person. He's very talented. He's from the US. He runs a cannabis farm as well, which is very cool. And yeah, he's just a lovely person. He really is. So this is Jodie V, Some More. Oh no. My computer's being weird. Let's give it a second. Did you have a good stream, Bosky? Let me know in the chat. Okay, so this is Jodie V, Some More. Here we go. Yeah. Jodie V some more. I loved every moment of that. I truly did. I'm definitely going to be playing that in my house sets, in my tech house sets. Very deep, yeah. Loved it. I loved the way that the sounds evolved and devolved and transitioned from one phase to the next phrase to the next phrase. Quite difficult to be able to do that, to get everything to seamlessly go and, you know, mix and fall in and out of each other like that. I loved the repetitiveness of it. It got me in a proper trance, in a proper groove. No, I couldn't hear any weird noise. Babe. Yeah, it carried very nice. Terrible grammar there, Kid Dynamo, but I'll let you off. Ooh, Dayhill says, I would love a vocal in that, a non-opposing, deep-spoken vocal. Yeah, about potatoes. Not about potatoes. Yeah, I really, really liked it. I'd say the mixdown is actually quite good. It just needs certain frequencies removing from areas. Be interesting to know what you're listening on. But the cowbell! How good was that cowbell? I loved it. Yeah, Jodie, take a bow, mate. You're getting a round of applause. Crazy good. Like, that's something to be proud of. That I hope that gets signed to a really big label. Really do. I loved it. There's nothing wrong with that tune at all, and everything right with it to me. Okay, next we've got Audio Warfare, and this is We Are One. Oh, pardon me.
converging with the sky. We are one.
Very, very nice. Gaz Overseer in the chat there. First hardcore thing that you said that you've done. I'm not sure on the clap. I'm not sure on the clap. I think it needs to be a snappier clap. Slightly shorter. Could just be me though. It could just be me. I'm not an expert by any means in this genre. Yeah, or it needs pitching up a bit, something like that. And Ryan says I disagree in the clap, which is good. It means it could just be a subjective thing. Said the GU nurse. The other sounds were great. I loved the fact that you went to Fiverr to get an original vocal made for it. Somna says the clap sounded good to me. Then that's fine then. Because Somna knows better than all of us, I'd say. Yeah, that's all I'm saying is the tail of it just needed to be maybe a little bit shorter. That's all. Because it kind of slowed down the track because it's hardcore. When you're putting on a clap on the 2 and the 4, you're slowing the track down. Mind you, when everything's in, it sounds fine anyway. So yeah, I've got vocals from Fiverr before, mate. I think it's a great idea, and you've got something original then as well. So Jew says the first bit of breakdown I would have just let the piano and pads etc roll them, but the vocals and the rest on the second half of the break. Yes, Subner, definitely more complexity in the main melody. Yeah, a bit more extra notes, or maybe even like a delay, you know, like one being on the 8ths and one being on the quarter notes or something like that. Yeah, I agree, for a little bit more ear candy. Yep, cool. Extra gated harmonised pad on the top. Yep. I could develop the lead in the second half maybe for some variety. Yeah, I think that would be a really good idea. It's nearly there. Like, it's nearly there. You've only like another 10% off. Amber, please record some vocals and win a competition for us all to make a track out of them. Ha! Okay. Okay, I will do. I'll do it properly though. I'll do a proper potato a cappella for you. We can't sing I've Got a Combine Harvester because we'll run into publishing issues. That song's already copywritten. But yeah, we can do that. As long as you're all aware that you're going to need a copy of Melodyne. Okay? Because it's going to need a lot of tuning. But that is going to be the point. Okay? And we could call the project Polish a Turd. There you go. And the winner will be the one that did the worst tune. Yes. my God. Yeah, the most outrageous. Definitely up for doing something silly like that. Okay, so we've got 2 more. We've got 2 more, and then if we've got time, I'll show you the track that I've just done for a uni assignment. So it's not something that I'd probably make usually, and I would have spent a bit more time on it, but I think it's only fair that I show you my shit as well. So next we have got Go With The Flow, and this is Alan James remix. So this, he said, started life as a remix for the Gary O'Connor remix competition. And he's recycled it, I think. I've done that before when I've sent in stuff for remix competitions. I'm like, well, fine. If you don't like it, I'll use it for something else. It's always good practice to do that, especially if you spend a bit of time on it. And yeah, Drake, yours is on last. Okay, so oh, it's a SoundCloud link, that's why. Okay, here we go.
Go
really good progress that you've made here with this tune. I'm not sold on the way that you've pitched up and down the go with the flow. I'd get rid of that. Personally, I'd totally take that out. You've got a lovely bass progression there, and you've got a really nice melody, and there'll be a lot of vocals that you could find on Splice that would work very, very well with that backing track to it. Yeah, that's all you need to do, in my humble opinion. I like the fact that you changed it from a minor key and made it into a major. It's very difficult to make happy major key music sound believable, especially with dance music. So I appreciate the fact that you've done that. And it's very much your sound as well, as someone said earlier. And it's so Alan. And it really is. Yeah. Whack it all on C. But yeah, I don't think a MC was kid style vocal, but you could try that. You know, again, you never know until the way that I've seen Guy do it and the way that I'm going to start doing it now. If you're watching Guy do this, is have the track playing on in the background, and then just audition acapellas over the top. It's even easier in Splice because with Splice you can do it by key. So, you know, whatever the key you're in already. Or if you're used to music theory and you can kind of do the calculations in your head as to, you know, what it would be, what it would sound like in the right key, then it opens you up to a few more options. But it would be a really good way for you to see quickly like what's going to work and what isn't. And because your chord progression and your bass progression isn't too out there, I think a lot of vocals would work with it. So there you go. Round of applause. Well done, Alan. But yeah, really good. Really, really good. Okay, next we have got, I nearly forgot to put you on, Eliana. We've got Drake at the end and we've got Eliana on now. Eliana is one of my fellow students at Leeds Conservatoire. She's very talented. Very, very talented. I'm guessing this one's called Elevate because I wasn't sure on your file name in Babes. But I've got it down here as being Elevate. So yeah, let's have a listen to it. Yay! One sec. Yeah, she's only like 18. Are you 18 or 19? I live it though, because I'm like the mum. I'm like the mum, the crazy mum. But yeah, I'm really excited for her. Let's just have a listen to this. Here we go. Yes, mate. That is Eliana and Elevate. I really, really like that. You know, considering your age as well. We're in the first year of our uni course as well. We're all doing a degree in music production. The only thing I would say on that is, yeah, I think a lot of us were wanting a bit more bass in that. However, I know that Eliana is very psytrance influenced. So with that with that known, it kind of makes sense to this being how this style is. But yeah, you could always like go back to it and have a yeah, she's only young. And this is her sound, so there. I really liked it. I think if I was making stuff at that age, we used to have Dance EJ when I was 18. Oh, it wasn't like that good, but it was okay. You wouldn't be able to make stuff like this on it. But yeah, it is constructed really well. Exactly. Dayhill says, prepare to have no social life, Ellie. So true. But yeah, really impressed, mate. I really am. You should be very proud of yourself. Yeah. Dayhill started on EJ as well. Yeah, Music 2000. It was so good because it made those phenomena of expectations and realizations. Yeah, maybe. The thing is about bass is there's a human reason why we like bass, because it's a lower frequency, and lower frequency sounds actually make us as human beings feel safer and more solid. That's why we love it when the bass kicks in a track. That's why we like to have bass, kick and bass, and it makes us feel glued, solid and secure. High pitched noises in nature for human beings, remember our brains are not any different really from what they were like 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 years ago. High pitched sounds for humans denote the possibility of danger or alarm. So that's why we enjoy having bass. So yeah, it's all very much down to how the human ear and then our brains respond to sound that needs to be taken into consideration with our music as well. But yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? The buttery biscuit bass, yeah, it's true. Yeah, bass could be heartbeat in the womb. What do hoovers make us feel? Expression. It's expression. It's the rise and the fall. That's Ketty. It's expression, isn't it? It's the same theory as, okay, so synthesis, for a good example. A sine wave. When you hear a sine wave without anything else on it, it's just boop. It's only until we add characteristics to it that we start to enjoy listening to it. Otherwise, it's just boo. So, we just add modulation to it. We add detuning. We add voices to it. And it excites the ear. It excites the brain. It gives us something to latch on to. That's why we like those kind of sounds, and that's the whole basis of sound design. So yeah. Okay, so now we've got Drake Liddell, I Found Love. This is probably the best thing I've heard you do so far, mate. I love it. I think it's really good. It's really nice and I like it a lot. Are you ready, guys?
Now you go time trying to figure out why you playing games. What's this all about? And I can't believe you hurting me. I met your girl, what a difference. What you see in her, you ain't seen in me. But I guess it was all just make believe. Oh, never knew what I was missing, but I knew once we started kissing, I found love. Never knew what I was missing, but I knew once we started kissing, I found.
Take a bow, mate. Take a fucking bow. Yes. Too good. Too good. Really, really nice. I love the vocal. Yeah, I'd buy that. If I heard that and I was tune shopping, get it straight away. Get it straight away. Really, like, memorable. I was singing along to the chorus by the third time. Yeah, get this over to General Bounce because he would be able to help you get that track further than I could. I think he would definitely be up for getting his hands on that. Yeah, Clarko says I personally listened to it without vocals. Yeah. There you go. Well, that shows that it's a good track. And it really is. I haven't really got anything else to add to that. I There's nothing sticking out, you know. There was nothing that was like, oh, that needs sorting out. Nothing at all. It was great. I wished for more wobble, bouncy bubble bass. Oh, that's true. You can never have enough of a good thing, can you? Especially when it comes to bounce. Yeah, I loved it. Well done, mate. So yeah, we've got to the end of yet another show, and we've done it in record time this time. I've not pissed about too much, which I think's been helpful. And like I said, I've got my assignment tomorrow. I've got a performance that I need to do, where I need to do a. What am I doing tomorrow? Oh, I'm doing 4 tracks and I have to use acapellas. And so basically it's a DJ performance thing. So, and before we go, for those of you who are still here, we'll listen to one of my tracks that I did for one of my assignments the other day. So I've only spent like 2 days on this. And of course, when we're doing assignments, you're kind of working towards what you need to do within the assignment. So it's not really necessarily something I'd do and release it, but it definitely helped me to learn a few bits and pieces and get a bit quicker with my workflow. So I just need to work out where it's final. There we go. Here we go. Do you want to have a listen to it? Do you? Okay, are you ready? Here we go. I can't remember how it goes now either. So yeah, that is a piece that I did for an assignment on 2 days ago. So thank you. I did them all from scratch. I did all the synth sounds from scratch from the Initiate preset on Silence, and then built them up from, I think I used just 4 voices on a square wave, pulse wave, and then added some modulation by adding a pitch envelope, pitch A and B to one of the envelopes and setting it quite low. And then I put a really, really fast chorus on it to give it a bit of buzz and a bit of movement. And then did the same on one of the other parts as well, but a bit higher up. But yeah, the brief was just to use sidechain compression. I used some parallel compression on the vocals. What else did I do? I did more than we needed to on this one. Like they're quite gentle with you in the first year of uni, but I wanted to get really good marks this year because by next year it will start to take me out of my comfort zone a little bit. So, but yeah, thank you. It's really hard for me to show people my stuff. Like I get really I'm very unconfident when it comes to my own stuff, and this is why doing these streams really helped me as well, because I see you guys be so forthcoming with your work. That's why I've shoved this one in here at the end, just because I felt like, I felt a bit more confident to be able to do that. So thank you. So, oh, go fuck your mother. Where are they coming from? Sorry about that, guys, if you're not watching the chat. There was someone who just came in and tried to say something rude. I outruded him there. But yeah, like I say, it's very, very hard for me to show people my work because I'm such a perfectionist. The only thing that boomed me a bit was the kick was a bit too boomy for the tempo of the track. Thank you. I think you're right. Thank you. Yeah, do you know what I'm going to do? See you later, Bosky. I'm going to revisit that. I'm going to keep that as a project. And because obviously, like I said, I was just doing it for assignment. But I think there's elements of that project that I'll probably save and make a proper tune out of at a later date when I haven't got any deadlines or specifics, to do with it. So yeah, thank you Kryptonite, thank you everyone, and yeah, thank you again, guys, and I will see you again next week same time for some more demo drops. So I'm going to raid you now, so stay there, don't go anywhere. Is anyone on that we want to raid? Is anyone on that we like? Can you see any? Oh, the Sushi Dragon's on. You go in there. Right, okay. The Sushi Dragon is the guy who taught me everything I know in terms of the graphics and things like that. And honestly, his show, if you're into techie stuff and you're a geek, you're going to love this. Are you ready? I'm going to be watching with you now. He's amazing. He is absolutely amazing. I'm going to get there with you now and watch him for a bit. He's just so cool. You'll see what I mean. Okay, race you there. Bye.